And so that's one of the things that was very important to me, because I was like, if anything, um, I wanted you guys to meet in that area where you guys have the same belief and have that faith. And it's a growing faith, and it's a faith that sometimes comes easy to us, and sometimes it doesn't come as easy for big situations, when things look dim or crazy or anything like that. Sometimes those things don't come as obvious to us as we want them to. And so we're coming towards the end. So I just wanted to ask, what parts of your family story do you want to carry forward into the next generation?
Family story.
Or your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like your life story, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of views because you've seen a lot. So has Nisa. Now that Anya is coming, what is the type of information you want to feed her? What kind of vision do you want her to have about life and family, and like, well, how you want to instruct your child, because the Bible says instruct your children in the word. However, what we don't realize sometimes, the reason why he wants it in his word is because that is his child. And we all know this, but you have your own ideas of how raising your children in God's word is versus what he says is supposed to be, because we take ownership of our children. What we don't realize is they belong to Jesus, and because they belong to Jesus, he's given us a handbook on how to raise them. And but we do have influence in that. And so that's what I mean. Like, how do you want to influence Anya to be the best version that she is going to be, with the knowledge that you guys have, with your life and things you've been through and your faith and all that good stuff. It could be a long answer, it could be a short answer. So
With faith.
with faith,
Yes.
Yes.
Because as I said, with faith you can do anything.
anything.
She carries that as a child. She can do anything.
Hmm.
She carries it, carries it on as she grows up. She can continue doing anything. Her faith is her belief. Her belief is what she believes in, and what she believes in is in God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
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 I like it. I love it. I don't want to say ditto because that just sounds so bad, but oh my gosh, that was perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like a big thing now, the world we live in is really tough.
Yeah.
And I just really hope that I can teach her the balance behind
Hmm.
strength,
Yeah.
self worth, vulnerability, kind of put it in this like really nice, protected, faithful bubble.
Hmm.
So that way, when she sees the red flags of things, she
Hmm.
just knows right away, we're
Yeah.
going to take this step back. Or if she feels like there is something that she can truly do to be this kind, loving, and helpful person, to just make her own green flag and go for it.
Hmm.
Shoot for the stars and help how you can, but not in a way that's going to endanger yourself as
Hmm.
a person.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the world is tough.
Yeah.
Things are gonna test you, and sure, we're human. We make mistakes, so I
Hmm.
don't want her to feel like there has to be this perfection
Hmm.
behind it,
Yeah.
because not even Jesus was perfect.
Hmm.
So as long as we can combine just the faith, vulnerability, and strength, I feel
Hmm.
like she's gonna go. You're gonna go places, Mama.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna
For
you're gonna
sure.
go places.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the only way that we're going to be able to make it in this world how it is, you have to believe in something that is more powerful
Absolutely.
and pure, and that has the best interest for us. The Bible says that the devil came to lie, steal, and destroy. There is going to be a time where we're going to face all of those things. And so, having your faith grounded in someone that is stronger than you, smarter than you, purer than you, that is going to make sure that you're being taken care of, is the most important thing. I think that um, one of the reasons why, if you have faith, the way that helps you is that you don't have to do it alone. Whether you're a Christian or you're not a Christian, whether you're a believer or not believer, you're going to go through it regardless. And you may go through the exact same thing. The difference is you're not doing it alone. You know what I'm saying? Even when you do feel alone, you're really not alone. There is, you know what I'm saying? It is in you and with you every day to help you walk through that process.
Exactly.
And so I know there's a lot of changes. One, baby's coming. So we're excited about that. The other excitement that we have is that Jonathan is writing a book. He is writing a book. Um, every time I hear a little bit more and more about it, I'm very excited. It's like anime slash manga kind of
It,
vibes.
that is the goal, but right now it will be a book first,
It'll be a
a
book.
legit book.
And
Yep.
so I love the fact that he's incorporating a little bit of family personalities and stuff like that, and to gain that. I'm going to be extremely honest. I was surprised. Like, it's not that you're not talented. You just never was person to be like a very artistic. You know, you were more of a sport kid than being very artistic. And so Ezekiel was more artistic because he was always drawing something.
Mhm.
So what made you like? When did this even idea came to you to write a book?
Well, father-in-law had asked basically the same question. Um, Finding my happy place. You know, I love anything super naturals, powers, whatever. So every day growing up, whether I'm in school, whether I'm at home, whether I'm at church, I had a power.
Mm-hmm.
And every day I was saving somebody's life, or I was utilizing this power to, help me throughout the day. And so one day I was at work and, I had a power and I really liked that power. And I just kept on going with it every day for a few days. And then I mentioned it to my wife. And, she said, "Oh, it sounds really good." Because I got to a point where I just, laid out, a little storyline. And she's like, "Oh, it sounds good. You should, do something with it or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." Never did it. And then, the idea just kept on popping up in my head. And I kept on expanding and expanding. And next thing you know, I have like a whole, series in my head. And I took her up on it again the second time I asked, and just just trying to pursue it. Just trying to make this dream actually a reality.
That's so good.
Yeah, the whole
So
process.
happy. The thing, the what I love about it is the when I read the stuff, I am like every time I read something, I'm like not in shock, but I'm just like wow, because the we as parents, and I realize this every day when I think about my kids, is you have a vision or you've created your own vision of what your child can do, but you limit it to that vision. And I think that nowadays people are more in tune with having your kids like learn more stuff, like do a lot of different things until you find that. I knew that when you guys were in, I knew you guys weren't going to do traditional school. So that's why when Ezekiel was like, hey, I want to do this. I was like, oh, okay. Because since they were young, I was always try it, at least try it and see if it's something that you like. What if it's gonna work? If it doesn't work, that doesn't mean that it isn't for you. It's just a new skill that you've obtained. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are very well versed in a lot of different skills. You know what I'm saying? So are you. And so that is the reason why that anytime you guys come up with an idea, I'm like, heck yeah, let's try it. Let's see. Let's go and see it. You know, whether it's going to bring you success or if it's just another skill that you've just learned or something new that you discovered about yourself, everything that we learn helps us grow to be better, to do better, right? And you guys have always been extremely supportive in all the ideas that I come up with and your parents come up with, and you guys are always like very supportive and like, yeah, let's try that, let's see. I think we do that for each other. um, and so to me that is like extremely, I'm extremely grateful that we have the dynamics that we have among us with your mom and your dad, because I love them to death. And everything I told them, I said I'm gonna interview them too. That's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be so much fun. um and so we're coming to the end. So I did this with Ezekiel. So now I'm gonna do it with you guys. So and then I'll do it for both of you. So
Oh, so her first?
so no, we're gonna do it to you, then we're gonna do it for her, like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So you gotta think of a word. So you and I have to think of a word that describes Jonathan to us. And then we're gonna tell him that word, and then you can expand on the word, or unless the word is very like it's descriptive of itself, then you don't really have to explain it a lot. But we're gonna do that, and then you're gonna do it about each of us, and like that. We're
Okay.
just gonna go in a circle, and then that'll be like the end of our. Look at his face. So we
I'm
got
ready.
okay. So let me think. When I was thinking about it, because I knew I was gonna ask the question
That's a
earlier
lot of words
today.
for just one
I was
word.
thinking, you are a loving person.
More words.
You are a very loving person. Um, you have an extremely genuine heart.
Hmm.
I thought the same thing about Ezekiel, that he has a heart.
Oh,
Oh, think about another one. I thought loving, because you've always been loving towards me. Even when I have been mean to myself, you've been very loving.
She's right.
Yeah, you've been extremely
I said
loving.
she's crying.
Um,
She
I
knows
have one.
hers.
You've been extremely loving towards me, even when I try to be tough, regardless of anything that I say about myself or things happen. You're extremely loving towards me, always. That's never changed.
You're my mom.
Even when you're upset at me or anything, you still speak to me in a very loving way, and that to me is like very important. So that's how I feel. See, this reason I was like,
This is how I know we're too much alike, because not me having the same word as you said it. I was like, loving is it.
yeah, but you can use that word. You can use that
No,
word. Still
I mean,
loving.
the other thing I will give it is your patience.
I can't. I can't with you. Oh my god.
He's just like, I am him. I know this.
I know this.
What are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
No, your patience.
Modest is not one of them. No.
I mean, I am a Leo.
Modest is not one of them.
There we go.
But
I'll strut
patience,
myself.
yeah.
Patience. He's so, and I will give it patience and supportive. There is never
I
a
agree.
time where you are knocking down ideas, knocking down processes. You truly let it be. You roll with those punches with just such ease, regardless of whether it's stuff about work, it's stuff regarding us, our future. Because Lord knows we've had conversations, and I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you're like 1.
Oh yeah.
1.
Why do I need to tackle everything
Right
behind
back.
one when I still got to take out one?
So, like, you teach me amongst how hard I am on myself to just, you're so patient with me and all of my thought processes, and you just let me do that. But you're also patient with yourself. You give yourself so much grace. You have so, and again, back to just being chill, but having so much faith that it rubs off. The energy exudes, and it definitely takes us where we are supposed to be. And I think now more than ever, I realize that how grateful I am that I get to be not so much here as far as, my worries and my anxieties. I get to just live in the present.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very nice little life lesson.
All right. And now for Nisa.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna say it first, and then you can go, Jonathan, and think. With Nisa, I would say loving. However, strength has a lot to do with it. You have a lot of strength, and that in that strength, you're gonna do very well as a mama, because you show a lot of strength in yourself. You show a lot of self strength, how to hold yourself together. Um, as loving and as faithful and good Jonathan is a handful because he's very active, he's very hyper, and you're a very chill girl, and you take the brunt of all the energy that surrounds him.
Look, let's see how long that energy lasts.
Until Anya comes. Anya's gonna take a lot of that energy.
Oh
So
yeah.
hopefully you'll get a little bit less energetic, Jonathan. But
Until it
that's
gets
all really
100%
good
on
because
you.
it keeps him busy, keeps him young, and everything like that. But for someone that always was by yourself to have such a strong energy always around you, you do very well stress under a lot of situations that are going around you and stuff. You're able to stay like very level headed and just exude strength, even though you have the. But I think it all comes because you have such a big heart for everybody. So I think that's where you get your strength from. Jonathan.
My turn. Can I
Yes.
stand up?
Now,
Ooh,
you know, you
rubber.
don't want to stand up
No, I want to try to stand up.
because then you're not going to be in the
No,
shot.
I'll be in the shot. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Can you guys see me?
oh my God.
Oh, you guys are out of focus.
Out of focus. There you go.
All right.
There
Ready?
you go. Yes.
One word. But mom said 1,000 words, so baddie.
This is a baddie.
I'll elaborate, okay? She a baddie wife. She was a baddie girlfriend and a baddie fiance. Everything she does, she's a baddie at
So silly.
So in layman's term, she's a baddie.
Yes. She's good. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. You good?
Yeah,
You're not gonna start crying.
No, we're good. We're great.
All right, each of you describe me.
Perfect.
You first or me first?
Perfect. I would
you-
never trade another mother for this mother. I don't know what I would have done with any other mother. I've seen lots of great, amazing mothers. I have the fortune, right?
Yeah,
The-
fortunate.
I am
You're
fortunate enough to say I have lots of bonds with several other friends' mothers that I can see, you know, them as a mother, but none of them hold the candle to my mother.
Aw. Telling you, he's
That
loving.
was a lot of words.
Yeah,
I know. Well, she was throwing hordes of words. She says one word, but gives us 1,000.
I know.
I just tease
It's
you.
okay.
All right. My one word, even though it's gonna turn into a billion. Wisdom.
Hmm.
Wisdom. Guidance.
Yeah.
Just the beauty behind you met me as this, just itty bitty random girl off of a Tinder swipe, which I still can't get over to this day. And I feel like you've always just tried to be in your processes of everything that you've been through since we've known each other.
Mhm.
All of our heart to heart conversations, you always come with just so much openness
Mhm.
to just be able to still give pieces of yourself and give all the wisdom and guidance, because obviously not even just for your children, because you didn't know that I was going to be
Mhm.
the next piece of your family added on. You didn't know at all.
Mhm.
And you just accepted it and you embraced it. You took it with an open heart and you were just willing to really share
Mhm.
you with me, which
Mhm.
I can only tell you, a million and one times. If I
Yeah.
don't tell you, I appreciate it enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anya's got a really awesome grandma.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an exciting part because it's like I was text my sister. I'm like, yo, when are they gonna like do an like a law or something that after if you have a grandchild by the age of whatever, you can like they still give you your benefits and then you can just be there to
Please?
like help raise your grandchildren. I never thought I was gonna be that grandparent. Like I was very much like I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the whole thing. Not being a grandparent, but it was just like I just have no idea. And then after you guys told me that you guys were pregnant, I was like, okay, I am like lost because now I want to be like the best grandparent that I can be, while I'm still trying to catch up to try to be the best parent that I can be, right? Because I think I've always told you guys, I said, in learning so many things, I've had to like heal a lot of things within me to come to you guys. And one of the things that you always laugh at me about, which I love because it's very loving, is every time I send the kids a text and I'm apologizing for something. Just because I'm a very self-aware, and when I feel something or hear something and I'm like, oh my God, did I traumatize my kids in that area? Probably or probably not. He's the most gracious of all the three kids. The other ones, they're like, seriously, like you did what you were supposed to do. John Ezekiel's like, are you fishing for a compliment? No, because he's always wanted to like keep me in check. However, I am just very grateful that you guys have given me a lot of grace. Um, I think that we can have the best relationship that we can have that you allow us to have, right? Because um, as a third wheel, right? Because I always tell you guys we're the extras in y'all story. Um, you can take it or leave it, right? And you guys can be, this is how I think, this is how I was raised, this is how it's going to be. But you've been gracious enough to love on me and love on, my family and everything. And we've all like open hearts. We've been in reunion, and you see, you were just a part of everybody else. It's like there's no difference. You know what I'm saying? You
Not
just
in the slightest.
you're just one of us, and I'm very grateful that you have opened your heart and to like just accept us and accept me and stuff. Um, my personality is really strong. However, I've worked a lot on it. But you always knew that I always had the best intentions for you guys, and I still do. And I think you guys are going to do amazing as parents, because as a couple, you guys have always worked on being the best for each other, and I love that for you guys. And so this is the end of this episode. I just want to encourage you guys to take the opportunity to talk to your daughter-in-law, talk to your son-in-law. Actually, stop talking through them to the other partner. Talk to them individually. Get to know them on a deeper level so you can have that connection. As parents, we're here to guide these young adults, and so we can't do it from a place of judgment. We can't do it from a place of being egotistic about it, that you know it all. Get to know them so then you know how to guide them. So thank you for spending this time with us. I appreciate all you guys. And Sarah wasn't able to be here, but we will see her in some other episodes. Thank you so much for the time. Until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.